Okay. You know, Southern Indy obviously gave us all we wanted. I knew they were.
If you guys can please mute.
That's better, thank you. Our bench was terrific tonight. I thought that KD and Chris Moore and Jalen Williams and Dylan Cardwell were terrific. Gave us the effort and energy that we needed on the defensive end. You know, Dylan was plus 23 when he was on the floor, and he didn't take a shot. But he impacted the game with blocking shots and rebounding. You know, Walker also had 6 blocks, so we had 10 as a team. We didn't get great point guard play when you only have 3 assists at the point guard position, and I thought we turned the ball over, you know, way too much, particularly in transition. Our starters struggled, and that unit deserves to be out there based on how each of them have performed throughout the summer and fall, but that unit has not performed well together over the last about 3 weeks. And so there could be some tinkering. It's not the fault of any one of them. It's just that group hasn't played great together. But to, you know, close the game out on a 22-0 run, when it obviously was important, and I thought our defense and rebounding in that stretch was outstanding, and I thought our effort was really good because we wore Southern Indiana down, and they played, they played 10 or 11 guys, or they played 10 guys, so it wasn't like that they just had a short bench. So.
All right, first question is from Justin Hokinson.
Hey, Bruce, you talked about a lot about this team needing to gel. It certainly looked like that for a lot of the game. Just a team that was kind of trying to figure themselves out. What did you see?
Yeah, I think that offensively we slopped through a lot of things. We didn't execute. We weren't sharp. There are some plays like little throwbacks, for example, that are simple. But if not executed, then you can't run your stuff. I think Southern Indiana, first of all, Southern Indiana has got a chance to have a great team. Is one of the best young coaches in the country. They were extremely well prepared for what we did. But you're right, we weren't organized, and we weren't gelling. And I'm gonna hold my point guards accountable for that. We had we settled for some shots that weren't great shots. I thought Zepp and KD and Chris Moore getting downhill, getting to the rim was really very, very effective for us tonight.
We'll go to Nathan King next.
Bruce, have you ever had a run like that in your career to coach out a game or to finish a game in your coaching career that's big? And what did you see out of KD Johnson during that run? It seemed like he was dishing the ball well on offense. Yeah,
KD, KD he led us in assists with 3 assists, and he got to the foul line the most times, 8 times. We got to do a better job, obviously, from the foul line, but at least KD got there. I think that it is such a brand new system. 5 of our top 8 players are brand new, and if you look at our top minute getters, whether it be Wendell, Zepp, Jabari, all new players. So no, I don't think I could ever quite remember a 22-0 run. That was a pretty good run.
All right, Mark Murphy.
Bruce, are you glad you scheduled a tough game like this to give you
work on?
Well, obviously our defense was pretty good. To hold Southern Indiana to 54 points. We need to work on offensive execution. Making better decisions in transition. Our starters are going to get much tougher, so we can start better.
Any more questions for VP?
I think Devin Cambridge also had a terrific second half. Really picked us up. It was really good to see Devin out there. In fact, I apologize. KD had 4 assists, so he led us in assists, which was really good. Jabari had 11 rebounds, leading us in rebounding, and I thought he rebounded the ball extremely well in the second half. Give Southern Indiana credit. I thought they played really well. We're going to have to play better, and we will.
Wrap it up with a follow-up from Justin Hokanson.
Hey, Bruce, just one last question. Walker Kessler had a pretty balanced game, 4 points, 4 boards, 5 or 6 blocks, but he was pretty low on the plus minus. Is that just part of that starting group trying to figure things out? Yep,
I think Walker being out there with the starters, every one of those starters really got penalized, and I think that we were when Walker was on the floor, and this wasn't any fault of his own. We weren't executing offensively. We just weren't. And so I'm going to hold me and I'm going to hold my point guards accountable for that.
All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for VP. We'll have Zep Jasper and Dylan Carvell in shortly.
Okay, thanks.
Recording stopped.
No doubt, no doubt.